Hello everyone, so I just wanted to give a quick update to let you guys know that I was doing Camp NaNoWriMo, and it's I'm about 3 days till the end of Camp NaNoWriMo, and my god, it was hard. It wasn't necessarily hard like per se, but I just found I didn't have enough time to do everything I wanted to do. When camp started on July 1st. I came back on July 1st. I was flying back from China, so yeah, I didn't have any time really to prepare, and I was on a 10-day trip in China before this, so I really didn't have any time to prepare then. And in the end, I just found it really hard to prioritize getting some research done for this story that I wanted to write. But either way, I started a couple of days in. I started maybe on the 2nd. Yeah, on the 2nd I started writing, and it wasn't so bad, but it was quite a struggle because I just felt like I knew what was going to happen in the first few pages, and so that kind of has helped me move forward. But I was just so slow in getting started, so slow in doing all my writing, so slow in doing research, and I think I just didn't really put as much as I should have into it. But I started doing sprints, and the sprints really helped me. If you don't follow camp, what is it called? Is it called NaNoWriMo sprints? Nano sprints. I started following that, and then that helped me to like just do bursts of writing, and I realized that when I did bursts of writing, it was pretty good, and it wasn't like as bad as I thought it was going to be or as hard. So I was doing mainly sprints along the way because I was planning for my trip, my 10 or so day trip to the US as well. I live in Canada. Currently I live in Vancouver, so I was like just coming back from China, getting over jet lag, and then just planning to leave in a couple of weeks to go to America for a while. So it's not a good time, and to be honest, like there never is going to be a good time, especially if you're a traveler or if you're someone who moves around a lot for work, or who moves around in general a lot, like I am, a bit of a nomad. So there will never be any time for me, and I'm always going to be busy. You know, if it's not a full-time job, it's traveling. If it's not traveling, it's something happened and I'm just not really wanting to write. So I just realized that I have to push through that and kind of just do it anyways, regardless of how I'm feeling. I feel like I spent a whole year where I didn't do anything. I wasn't in the frame of mind to do anything for about a year, and I didn't do any writing. So I felt really kind of like, oh my god, am I gonna be able to write after all this time? And it was surprising that it just kind of flowed out. It was like my body was like, come on, do this. You know, you want to do it, just do it. I don't care if you don't want to do it, you need to do this. So I started writing, and I just felt, oh, it's just relief. You know, when you just the words, you just get them out and you feel relieved. It was like stored inside me and waiting for a moment for when I could just let it out. So I'm so happy I'll do camp. I'm only 6,000 words in, which is terrible. My word count is 30,000 words. I've got 3 days, so I'm gonna try and actually hit that word count. I don't know how. I'm going to Napa Valley today. I'm in San Francisco right now. I'm going to Napa Valley this afternoon. I'm gonna do lots of wine tasting, and then when I come back in the evening, I'm gonna try and just splurt out as many words as possible. I need to buy a new notebook because the one I have doesn't fit in my bag, so I can't really take it with me. But we'll see. I'm gonna try that, and if that doesn't work, then I don't know. I've got 3 days. 4 days actually. It's the 27th, and it's 31 days in July. So I've got 4 days to just poop out 25,000 words, 24,000 words. It's not impossible, guys, but it's crazy to do it. I feel like I needed to kind of know where the story was going, to understand my characters, to see where they're at in their life, because this story is kind of a continuation from another story I was previously writing, the first book I wanted to write, and then I grew out of it and I grew out of the characters. So I came up with another idea, and it linked to the same characters from that previous book, and I don't know, I came up with this idea of which way to pair them. So this would be the first book, and then it would kind of go back to that time because it was an important time actually for the whole kind of life story sort of thing, and go back to look at those characters and how they got to the point where they're at now. And I think, yeah, it just worked out well. It's actually three different genres each book would be, and 3 different age groups, I'm thinking. So it's gonna be an interesting story. But the current one is the current one I'm writing for Camp NaNoWriMo. It's about a girl who gets a list from her mother that she has to open after graduation. Her mom dies just before this graduation happens, and she gives her this this letter, and inside the letter is obviously something that is, you know, that kind of leads her across Europe, and she just goes on this travel, this journey of discovery and finding herself and learning to cope with her mum's death, and how life has changed and how things are going forward. Also, she goes with her best friends, and also they've changed too, and so much has happened in the year that she kind of isolated herself from the world. So it's just this mad like road trip across Europe, and it's kind of the story I needed to write, you know, because it's I don't know, I travel a lot and I've always wanted to write a story like this, so I feel like it's time to get that out. I haven't actually traveled across Europe, which is something I'm planning to do in the future, so it's kind of interesting. I'm like researching this story so I could do this, and it's weird because it's like, yeah, well, one day I probably will go to all these places and visit them myself, and maybe the story will change then if I do that before, you know, the final product. I might add some other things later on when I've done this trip to Europe too. So I've been in parts of Europe, but not some of the places that are in this story. I've just done some real intense research on them, trying to get it as good and as close as I can to what it really would be like. So yeah, that's my story, and I hope that I can do this. I don't know, I've just been trying to just get as much writing out as possible, and just talking to people who do writing too, and staying on Twitter. But yeah, I've been out of it because I've just been traveling and I don't have time, but I'm making time. I'm just sitting in like Starbucks in the morning just pumping out words, so I'm gonna try and get my word count. If not, then but yeah, so I'm gonna head off at Napa Valley, drink some wine, and hopefully get some writing out. But I will see you guys soon, and hopefully it will be I won Camp Nano video. But you know what, I don't want to say I'm doubtful, but I'm a little bit doubtful. I am, but it'll be fun either way. It's been so interesting writing this. This is further than I thought I was gonna get, if that makes sense, because I didn't think I'll have it any time, but I wanted to do it regardless, and I think I could do this. I can, and if I don't, I can at least find a way to finish it. I just want to get it out, because you know, you just have that feeling that you're writing so crap and you just want to stop. Don't, just keep going, because everyone's writing is gonna be crap. First drafts are always crap, and I've always been kind of like someone who wants to do it all in one go because I'm lazy, but I've realized that is not how the world works, and that is not how it's gonna work ever if I want to actually do writing and be a writer. So let's see how this goes. I will see you guys in a bit.